Welcome back, everybody. How to invest here. Let's hop back into this second Playboy investors presentation. So the reason that they made this was because they had to kind of redo some of their numbers and projections because they are seeing rapid growth, and they are seeing just a bigger opportunity in each of the markets that they're going after. So they had to readjust their numbers, and they'll kind of get into that here and tell you just how they're going to expand into it, with even some examples and ideas how they will do that and execute. So the highlights, if you want to look through here, massive global consumer platform. This is kind of listed in the other ones. So summary financial overview. In 2019, they had 78 million, and by 2025, they're projecting just under 300 million, which is over a 4x. On an EBITDA adjusted basis, they are vastly outperforming that. So not only are they growing money on the top line, they're growing it on a much faster process on the bottom line, which is great news for the company. So that is, what is that? That's almost like a 8x in the past 5-6 years. So if we look at the business overview, Playboy is one of the largest lifestyle brands in the world. $3 billion of global consumer spend, like they said a couple times. 1 million digital commerce consumers, 180 countries, 97% global unaided brand awareness, top 20 most licensed brand in the world, and like I said, most leading sales is men's apparel in China. The categories, 4 major ones: sexual wellness, style and apparel, gaming and lifestyle, and grooming beauty. These are the growth numbers expected for the next 5 years. You can see the lighter color on the left is 2020, and the darker one is 2025. And if we look here, all of these industries are growing at a huge rate. So the sexual wellness industry is almost triple by the next 5 years. And this is just the revenue that they're expecting. And if they grow at such a pace that they've been growing at, I think that they can even put up better numbers than that they're putting on here. And they might have to make another investor presentation and say, oh no, we were too bullish, or we were too bearish again. We had to make another one where they're predicting even higher numbers than this. But if we look at style and apparel, it'll be almost a 2x in the next 5 years. Gaming and lifestyle is a huge avenue, which will almost 5x. And beauty and grooming, which will 5x too. So as you can see here, they are growing at quite a fast pace. Revenue models: direct sales and subscriptions, 67 million. These are from different products, platforms, websites, videos, royalty-based revenue, so 400 million. Forward book contract cash flows through 2029. That is a long way out, so they have a lot of money through the next decade. And 80% margin business, which is phenomenal. 95% historical revenue renewal rate, which is even better. If we look here, third-party retail sales, strategy to augment different sales and third-party retail expand points of sales, raise brand awareness. So they're just trying to get their stuff into more stores and reach more people, reach a broader audience. This is direct sales and subs and revenue growth. You can see here it is almost a 10x in the past year, which is great to see. That this is from Yandy, which was one of the companies that they acquired. Like I said, mergers and acquisitions are going to be really big for this company, considering they have such brand awareness that they'll be able to raise capital pretty easily. I think people will have no problem giving money to this company and lending it, just knowing how many different ways that they can make money, and just knowing that they're such a big company. Licensing contracts and cash flows. So this is from their licensings, the 400 million through 2029, which are pretty steady over the years. So they'll have a consistent source of income. These are where they are really selling their products. 52% North America, 40% in kind of China, Southeast Asia, and Australia. 2% in Europe, which I can really see increase, and then 6% in Latin America. I can see both of these increasing pretty drastically. Year-to-date financials, these are revenue. They've almost doubled their revenue, and then on an adjusted basis, they have more than doubled, which is great. The growth strategy, so how they're continuing to grow and keep this momentum moving. This just goes into the 4 different types. They're going to introduce new products, expand on the digital basis in physical locations, and expand with third-party retail partnerships, and then get into education. So apparel, expand licensings in China to women's. So they're targeting women in China and their fashion, and really going after influencers to kind of drive what people think is cool. They're trying to expand digital commerce and apparel with streetwear. Gaming, they're going to expand gaming licensing across new geographies and types of games. I know they have a couple casinos already. I know they have one in London and a couple more. And expand lifestyle licensings in U.S. and key international markets. Beauty and grooming, they're going to introduce new Playboy branded men's and women's skincare and grooming products. And then here are the numbers on the graph. The sexual wellness, this is how they're going to really attack the growth, because it is a rapidly growing sector, and they're trying to capture market share. Consumers associate with us. 57% of younger consumers think Playboy should represent sexual wellness. And 23% would be more likely to purchase sexual wellness products from Playboy. So I've been saying this before, that if someone sees a sexual wellness product and it has Playboy on it, they're probably more likely to buy it than a non-name brand one. Just because maybe the way it makes them feel, it's kind of like a brand status, such as like a Nike. If you're buying shoes, kind of a weird comparison, but kind of think of it as that. And the mainstream distribution or brick and mortar continues to serve as desired destinations as consumers purchase lubricants and condoms and sex toys. This could change over time, and people might just want to order it online, but I guess people like going in. 31%, yeah, I think that will only increase over time, just because e-commerce will increase over time too. This is another one on sexual wellness growth. It will be driven by the expanding products offering, owning a greater share of distribution, and diversifying third-party retailers. So they're going to be partnering with more companies. This is the revenue channel mix: licensing, direct sales, and third-party. You can see the big one is direct sales and third-party, which, like they said, are really what they're trying to go after. Licensing is pretty much going to stay consistent. Key growth drivers: arousal, body care, bedroom accessories, and lingerie. Direct-to-consumer optimization, expanded owned brands and product offerings. Capture higher margin, like I was saying. The more that they owned and the more they can acquire, the more they will increase the amount of money that they'll be able to make. Owning product discovery to reduce CAC via advisory, education, and other content services. Retail partnerships, end of 2020, sexual wellness launch in Walmart and CVS. So they have Walmart and CVS collaborations, which is really big. Those are two really big retail providers. And 2021, expansion of product lines and additional SKUs, and expansion in additional retailers. They're trying to get more products into more locations, which is great to hear, so that they'll be able to make more money and grow their audience and get recurring revenue on these products. 2022, new category launches, sexual wellness aisle reinvention. So big things coming over the next couple of years. Mergers and acquisition strategy. They're well positioned to accelerate organic growth of the company. Like I said, Yandy has been one of the biggest growing parts of the company and will continue to be. And I think if they continue to make good purchases, that this company will continue to grow over time. So the areas of focus are direct-to-consumer relations, product portfolios and innovation key categories, distribution capabilities, existing licenses, unique sexual wellness opportunity, fractured market with little differentiation between many small players, small businesses, owners with minimal ability to scale, which I think is a big one. Just a lot of people like brick and mortar shops or people who make their own or along those lines. Lack of strong brand identity and low consumer loyalty. Like I said, if people don't really have a brand on their product for sexual wellness, they would rather leave it for something that does have quite a big brand name behind it, such as Playboy. Consumer desire for the omni-channel experience. Proven ability to execute. Like I said, Yandy was a great acquisition. Management team with successful merger and acquisition experience. 180 million NOLs provide tax shield against acquired income. Strong track record integrating and accelerating acquired businesses. So they're able to efficiently acquire companies and get them into their company and profitable. These are kind of what they're offering for 2020 and into the future. You can read here: condoms, lubricants, intimacy kits, endurance wipes. That's interesting. I've never heard of that. It's pretty funny. Lingerie, CBD-based arousal products. Future ones: collections, intimacy subscriptions, bedroom accessories. They're going to grow the CBD line, body care, and education services. And they're already in Walmart and CVS and looking to expand. So for style and apparel, men's casual, suits, leather goods, undergarments, streetwear, women's fashion, leisure, and what they're trying to expand is Yandy women's apparel, and I think is a really big one. Like they said that men's apparel in China is the biggest one. I think if women can hop on the trend and really drive numbers, that would be great for the company. Expanded owned and apparel and collaborations in United States and UK. So collaborations with Supreme, Urban Outfitters. This is a couple Asian ones. And these are some of the companies that they partner with over here. Playboy Gaming Lifestyle. So what they offer right now is social and real money casino gaming. One in London. India hospitality. India is a really growing industry, or not industry, economy. I think that would be a great avenue to go towards. Home and furnishing, art prints, and spirits, so alcohol. Future growth, mobile gaming, I think is really big. People like to bet on their phones. They do it while they're watching sports. They don't have to go to the game or the casino. Sports betting partnerships and Texas poker chips, or Texas poker clubs. So just kind of growing their branding. And these are some of the places that they already collab with. So Scientific Games, Micro Gaming, Caesars and Wayfair, some of the big ones that they play with right now. Playboy Beauty and Grooming, so right now, men's and women's fragrances, so perfume and cologne and cosmetics. But they're really trying to expand this, so fragrances, different cosmetics. I think cosmetics should be really big for them. Skincare could be really big. I think that's a growing industry. Men's grooming, North America and China. And then these are some of the companies that they work with. Mercado Libre, I know, is kind of like the Amazon, like South America. So they're trying to grow. I know that they're trying to grow in that area if we looked at the map earlier. So part of what Playboy is trying to do is brand themselves not only as a company that's only caring about maximizing profit, but also trying to spread a message and really change some of the stigmas and problems across the world. So here they say their responsibility to express freedom from the 70 years. Advocacy and activism isn't just our heritage, but our future. Today we focus on rallying audience to get involved in supporting on-the-ground organizations. So they work with ACLU, the Trevor Project, National Network of Abortion Funds, Black Lives Matter, Last Prisoner Project, and here are some of the people that they've worked with. Our work today, through the lenses of equality and freedom of expression, we focus on efforts to the issues rooted in our heritage that remain highly relevant to our consumers today. So cannabis, laws and reform against criminal justice against cannabis, race, social justice, marginalized communities, gender, I think is a big one that they're trying to focus on, reproductive rights, because that goes hand in hand with their sexual wellness products, sex workers' rights and censorship, and then LGBTQ+, just spreading protections and identity celebration. Opportunity summary, here's just kind of a summary of what we've been talking about. If you want to look through this, I won't really get into it. And then the appendix, so the numbers. So they updated it for the next quarter. The last one had only done the first 6 months through the year, and this is through September. And that is it. All right, thank you very much for watching again. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of learning what Playboy is really kind of target and where they're going to be making their money over the coming years. I hope you hop on the train and maybe buy some shares. Have a good one.